Recording. All right, hello everyone. I was doing an experiment with the Bebop 2 charger, which is this one. And in my previous videos, I talked about the charger and the PCBs that are inside the Parrot, the OEM Parrot batteries. I've done a couple more experiments afterwards, and from my experiments, I can say that the Parrot Bebop 2 charger can indeed charge other third-party batteries that do not have the PCB on them. Basically, what the PCB does is it does a cell balance and also is a protection circuit. So if there's a problem with the batteries, it would break an IC or break the line and save your charger from blowing up or the drone itself. So it's got a under voltage protection where it cuts out the power, and it's got an over voltage protection where it just stops charging and starts to discharge. So that's what happens with that. You can charge other batteries with the original Parrot charger. Now, to go a bit more in depth with my experiment is, I will show you what I was doing. I had spliced a my my original connector. Yeah, not the best work, but it does the job. And my battery monitor. So what this is supposed to do is monitor exactly the voltage of the battery and the voltage in each cell, also noting the discrepancy between the cells as the battery is being connected to the charger and the charger is doing its thing. So what I've noticed over the last, how long have it been? 3-4 days? I've put it on and off and been observing what's happening with the charger, and they come up with similar results. And the result is the charger will turn to green if the cell voltages are the same consistently for a few seconds. So this is a good thing, meaning it will only allow you to finish charging green when it senses that the cell voltages are similar. What threshold or what resistance, cell resistance, is put into it, I have no idea. If someone knows, you can comment. But it also senses resistance, and this is when I put a known bad cell, it would just blink, and the resistance on that cell was way higher than on the working batteries. So resistance also plays a part in this, and this is where I think the Parrot Bebop 2 charger is very aggressive in the sense that it is intelligent, and but it's just too aggressive, where it has a lot of false positives. The false positives is when you put your battery on and it goes green, and you pull it off and put it on the drone, and it's a lower voltage, 70%, 60%. So what's happening is it's sensing the resistance in the battery and says, okay, we can only charge it up to this much comfortably because we're sensing the resistance in the cells, and your cells at the same voltage now will shut off the charge. If you take it off and put it back on, because the charger is going to sense the battery again, it doesn't know which battery is which, so it probably sense it every time as a new battery, and it'll sense that the voltages are the same, and because it's charged already, the resistance would have been reduced. So it's going to continue to charge it again. It will attempt to charge it. So in this example, I'll show you. I put the battery on, and as you can see, it's red in the background around this part, and we've got 4.18, 4.18, 4.19 volt, and then we've got, so we've consistently got 4.18, I would say 4.1, and give or take 0.01 volt until it went green. So it had to be on the same thing for a few seconds before it went green. But what was interesting was after it went green, it continued to balance the cells on its own. And it was interesting because I've never seen this live. You know, you usually just see the LED go green, but you don't know what's happening. You think it's just, oh, okay, it stopped. But from what I can see, it's actually still doing something in the background. So okay, so my battery tester as well is taking a bit of power, so if I leave it on too long, it's going to drain the battery. So we disconnected it and plugged it back again and let it charge. So the battery is picking it up as the charger is picking it up as a new battery. It's saying, oh, okay, the voltage is a 4.2. We could probably top it up a bit. We need to get it all to about 4.2. So it tries to charge it for some time. You can see the values in the cells jumping around. It's trying to balance it out even better. And then we've got 4.21, 4.22, 4.20. And then we've got 4.21, 4.21, 4.20. 4.20, 4.20, 4.21, almost there. Still there. Where is this? Okay, 4.20, 4.20. Let's brought the high one down to 4.20. Well, it's trying to, and then middle cell dropped down. 191919. Okay, it stays there. Green. Okay, so it's happy with 4.19. I must add that the battery that I'm using has quite a lot of cycles on it. I've been using it for over a year, and it's been passed on from my first Bebop 2, which had about 240 takeoffs and about 15 hours of flight. And the new Bebop has the same. It has over 200 takeoffs and over 15 hours of flight. So it's a very used battery. And I've been abusing it, fully charging it and leaving it and not doing anything with it. So this is just to show that the charger itself does actually balance. And if you leave it on green, it'll continue to discharge balance it. So if you leave it on green, it might actually be a low voltage when you take it off. But it would be closely balanced. It would be at an even less discrepancy between the cells. Okay, I hope this was an interesting chat. If you have any comments, don't write them. I don't want to answer them. No, just kidding. You can write your comments in the comment section. All right, until the next one, fly safe.